party, I want to thank Maria Agrippina for the sausages and potatoes and peppers dishes that she brought. And Sandra Casso. Thank you so much. And Sandra Casso for bringing all the pastries. Thank you so much. Delicious. Probably I'll use the sugar right now. So we had more than 60 people attend. If you have any ideas about next year's party, please let us know. I want to introduce you tonight to Sarah Bull, who is our new digital engagement manager. She came to the party. She came to the Pilot House party, and we're thrilled to have her. Jen and I met with her, and she's a whiz at Facebook, Instagram, MailChimp. And if you get a lot of these emails from MailChimp, they're from me. I'm not that good at it. Getting better, but I think Sarah can probably make it look a lot nicer and with pictures and things like that. So thank you so much. If anybody has any ideas or things that you think we should post, the agendas will get up on the website. You know, we're getting there. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, anybody with ideas, please let us know. It's membership renewal time. If you haven't, please renew your membership. It's $20 per person. Sue and Mary are there and can take care of that for you. If you have any friends or neighbors, we'd love to grow our organization next year and get more folks involved in all parts of the North End. So anything you can do to help, that would be great. We have a couple of reports, but I know that Tom wants to talk about public safety real quick.
For those of you who may not be aware, St. Leonard's and Sacred Heart's Church has been targeted by the same individual in their collection and donation boxes. There's been thefts and vandalism. The currently pending are charges not only against the same individual for our parishes in the North End, but at St. Clement's and at St. John the Baptist. This gentleman has afflicted the North End and other city neighborhood churches for about a decade. And right now he has 23 charges pending against him. We had a safety, North End safety meeting last week. The police have asked us if you could express interest just by sending a letter to Father Antonio at the parish office, and you can look online or just put Father Antonio, and it's 320 Hanover Street, but you don't even have to put that. And you can even, if you write a letter, you can just drop it into the mailbox at the beginning of the Peace Garden. But we're trying to get the district attorney's office to recommend to the judge that this gentleman have a stay-away order from the entire neighborhood because of the way he comes in on a bicycle and he hits the churches and he leaves fast. And also we're trying to get an electronic device, the judge to impose an order on his ankle so his whereabouts will be known at all times. He's violated a no trespass order, and he has actually 23 charges pending throughout the city. So if you would just address it to Father Antonio, you can say something to the effect that I support the parish's request that the court issue a stay-away order and require an ankle monitoring device of the suspect accused of theft or vandalism in our neighborhood. That's all. You can say it in your own words, don't have to use legalese. The more we get of these, a packet will be presented on January 18th to the district attorney's office. Thank you.
Thanks very much. I also want to let everybody know that Kathy Lyons is here from Representative Mike Woods' office if anybody has any questions. Why don't you go up and give us a ZLC update as soon as possible?
Well, let's see. The ZLC report can be brief, if I can be brief. There was no ZLC meeting this month because there was no one looking to build in violation of zoning.
Wow, so what a change.
What a change. So that gives me the opportunity to talk about a couple of things that may be on people's minds, since we have some spare time. There are two items that are dormant. Whether they're dead or not, I don't know, but at least they're dormant. One is 97 Salem Street, which was on the April ZLC agenda and hasn't come to, we haven't been asked to put it on the NEWRA agenda for a vote. That's the one-story building on Salem Street to the left of the fish store.
Yeah, to the right of Fulcari's coffee shop?
Yes. Yes, yes. One story now, they want to go up and back and fill the lot, and the butters have great concern, which they expressed, and that is the explanation for why it is moribund. Whether it's dead or not, I don't know. That was on the April ZLC agenda. On the May ZLC agenda was 20 Moon Street. Similarly, there were concerns about from abutters, and that has not moved forward, and we have not been asked to put it on this agenda for a vote. Two other things that that I'm asked about. One is the Charter Realty development on Cross Street and Starbucks. My answer is usually I don't know what the status is, but I can say a little bit today. At Tuesday's Board of Appeal meeting, Citizens Bank was given their permits to install a branch bank and an ATM. NEWRA opposed by vote Citizens Bank, but I can say I think that it was mostly because of dissatisfaction with the developer and not with the bank. And the Board of Appeal gave them that. Starbucks was on the agenda. I don't know how it got on the agenda because the neighborhood public process hadn't been completed. They hadn't come to the NEWRA for a while. Came to the council for a vote. But anyway, it was withdrawn by Attorney Toscano. And I emailed him, did you simply withdraw from the agenda, or have you withdrawn the appeal? The response was, it has been withdrawn. I think he meant that the appeal has been withdrawn, but I sent him another email saying, which did he mean? So I think Starbucks is gone, but we shall see. The other and final thing that people are asking me about is the smoke shop on Salem Street. There is dissatisfaction with that because although you must be 21 to go in there, it is understood that children under 21 will, one way or another, acquire what's being sold there. And as I said in an earlier meeting, it didn't come before NEWRA because it's allowed by zoning. Tobacco products, sale of tobacco products in the Salem Street neighborhood shopping subdistrict is allowed. What is supposed to be allowed there is, the purpose of allowance is to encourage smaller retail and community uses that serve the residents. And that was zoning adopted 25 years ago, and I think the opinion now is that that is a disservice, not a service to residents, but nevertheless, it's there. But I can update you on a couple of things. One, I think a couple of meetings ago, I said that I had read that San Francisco had barred flavored tobacco outright. I now have USA Today saying that the FDA plans to ban menthol cigarettes and that the FDA regards teenage vaping as an epidemic. I think it is timely for me and for anyone who'd like to join me to have a chat with the Boston Public Health Commission to see if we can get them to narrow the definition of tobacco product, or perhaps even to take affirmative action to do what the FDA plans to do, what San Francisco has done. And perhaps we can be a leader instead of a follower. And that is the ZLC report.
Thank you very much. Our treasurer on financial status.
So our revenue for 2018 was $3,995. $1,255 of that total came from donations, but that does not include the generous donations that people put forward to make our NEWRA party a success. Less than a quarter of the dues were received online, and I'd like to remind you that you can go to PayPal for your renewals if you want. Otherwise, you can pay at the meeting or mail in your renewals. If you mail in your renewals, it needs to be by a check. You can only pay here by cash. I mean, you can bring a check here too, but you cannot send cash in the mail. Annual dues are $20, and just a reminder, we increased the dues a year ago because we've had an increase in insurance fees and stuff, so that's a big part of our budget. And so we're in that renewal time, so I hope that everyone can renew in the next month or so. It's important to stay a current member so that you can vote on all the issues. Thank you.
Our first agenda item is about the Boston Harbor Pop-Up Museum on Causeway Street, but Robin Reed's wasn't able to make it, so she gave me a statement, which I'm going to read to you tonight. She hopes that you'll be able to visit her and the Save the Harbor, Save the Bay at their Boston Harbor Pop-Up Gallery. It's called 7 Artists and 7 Fishes. The exhibition includes Robin's environmental art installation called Changing Course. It features the fish that are made from painted plastic water bottles that she collected from the neighborhood, and they were all painted by local residents to spark some discussion about reducing the amount of plastic in the ocean. A number of people went to the opening last week. It's really great what she's done. It's really terrific. In addition to Robin's pieces, the exhibit also includes rope sculptures and painting and drawings by 6 other artists. There are also some activities for children, so please feel free to bring your kids, your grandkids. It's a great experience for all people of all ages. The gallery is right at the corner of Causeway Street next to the Title Boxing Club on the corner of North Washington and Causeway, and it's open daily from 12 to 4 or by appointment. So please try to get out and support Robin and all these local artists. Thanks.